Baby, does everybody hate Veronica?
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, welcome. Thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for Have and Have Nots season 4, episode 4. Okay, so here we go. When we left off, War was choking the shit out of Candace. So I'm saying, what in the world? It threw me off. I didn't like where that went because we thought that War was like this nice guy who just, well, we didn't think he was nice. He's a drug dealer, so he's not but so nice. But he was their friend and all of that stuff. We got more background story, I think, on Candace. This time, War basically was like a brother to them, an older brother. But the only thing is, he was fucking Candace. Okay, so um, it seems as though he's always been a part of their life. That he's always been in the neighborhood, and Hannah's always been nice to him. And I guess when he didn't have any family, Hannah kind of filled the void and she would feed him and different things like that. And it just kind of sounded like he's always been around and he's done things for them while they were growing up. So I take it that he's a bit older than Candace and Benny, but he was fucking Candace. Okay? He's been fucking Candace, period. And I think that if Hannah knew she'd have a fit, we know Benny would have a fit. But whatever. So they've never been like out there with it. It's always been a little sneak tip thing. So he basically was choking her out because he was mad about the fact that she said that she only had $400,000, but she really had $4 million, and she only gave him like I think 150. For all the stuff that went on with Jim and that. So he was wanting this money, and he's like going off on her, and I'm like looking at him, and I used to like War, but I ain't liking War so much at all. And it started to make me look at Candace. Candace, she seems to be a complex character, but she really is not all that complex. We starting to see why Candace actually treats men the way she does and she feels the way about men that she does, because from what I'm seeing, all Candace has ever known of a man is to take from her, to abuse her mentally, physically, and sexually, and just take from her. He went through all these different changes, threatened to kill her, pulled a gun on her and everything, put the silencer on, told her he was going to kill her and all that, till she convinced him she didn't have the money. She was so sorry. He's like, he don't even want to hear about her being sorry and her being sorry. He has a reputation to keep it up. All that old hard thug ass shit. But you've been fucking me basically all my motherfucking life. So I'm like, this son of a bitch. So he's going on. So I don't like War no more. Just for the record, I don't like him. Fuck him. He's like a ghetto sociopath. But anyway, so he went through all that. Then he gonna tell her, he's crazy as fuck. He's just as crazy as that dead motherfucker is on the floor, telling her he loved her. You just had her at gunpoint, begging for her life, telling her that you love her. Went through all that. And just when you thought it couldn't get no worse, he told her, listen, they trying to go back and forth. She asked him for help moving the body and that because he's too heavy. He told her, I already gave you a favor. I let you live for another 7 days. You got 7 days to get me my motherfucking money. And then he stood over there and was saying, you know what? And before I go, why don't you get on over here and get on this? And literally made her give him head. Mm-mm. 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 So I don't like war no more. So he'll be the next one that needs to be somewhere laying on the floor in a pool of blood. And he ain't as cute as Quincy. So we need to get rid of him. He needs to die. Anyway, okay, so moving on. I was really disgusted by that. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so next we see that motherfucking Maggie. Maggie that made her way on down to the jail, baby. She rolled up on in there and get the paperwork together. She want David released. Well, Jennifer, the DA, that had a fit. Where'd this come from? This, that, and the other. She got paper signed from a judge saying, let David up out of there. So she comes out, and then Maggie and Jennifer face off. Jennifer pretty much clocks right away since she been fucking David. You know, she like, and there's some foul play with this. Why ain't you here to get Jim? Why you here to get David? So they didn't really, it didn't come out, but from one whore to the other whore, they both knew what was really going on. Well, Maggie don't really know, but Jennifer knew. She's like, white bitch. So they're going back and forth, and she's like, that's paper signed from a judge. You let him out of there, and you got 15 minutes. Oh, they was going back and forth. It was a power struggle. I said, oh, come on. Tyler, you back on track this week. So we go through that whole little thing. It was a little cockfight they was actually having. And the cock it mentioned was David's, honey. I said, come on with it. And they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And she's like, your life is going to change a whole lot if you don't let him out of there in the next 15 minutes. So they go back and forth and all of that. And Maggie ended up losing, yeah, for the most part. She's getting him. They're going to give David to her, but not in 15 minutes, honey. So Jennifer was pissed off. So Jennifer leaves there. Then we see Benny. Benny's having a little conversation with the Italian guy. That, you know, the other one, the one who was going into business with. They made a bunch of money. They did good. I think they cleared like $1,800 for the day. $1,800 or whatever for the day. So they were cool. And the other guy was telling them basically that he did not trust war and that kind of thing, and that Betty was crazy to trust him. And that's where we were getting a lot of the information of all the things that war had done while they were growing up. And the guy was like, whatever, that's fine. I don't trust that motherfucker. Betty tells him, well, he says the same thing about you. He don't trust you. He says, that's all right. I'll be watching him. So I was like, all right, so that's cool. So I think if Tyler gives me what I want, we'll get rid of war at some point. Because we got this little Italian boy, so maybe he'll have a nice little mob link up, honey, and he can get rid of wars as a war cup end up floating in the river. But whatever. I'm going to see, I'm rewriting the script. Whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking of ways to get rid of war. That's terrible. But anyway, okay, so that's that. So he don't trust war. He said he's going to be watching war. Good. I'm down with that. Betty is just stupid as usual. Stupid Betty ain't never put it together out all these years that he been fucking Candace. Because that's what the guy kept saying. And he just did all that just because. Never thought for 1 minute that Candace's pussy was the payment. Anyway. All right. So then we go to Jennifer, the DA, sends for Catherine. So she brings Catherine on out. And then she gonna try to do Catherine. Now, the funny part, before Catherine left out of the cell, Veronica's like, don't say anything to those people. She gonna say, Veronica, I know what I'm doing. You underestimate me. I'm fine. Now, at this point, Madame Catherine has gotten a little bit tired of this whole dog and pony show. Okay? This whole being in jail and y'all treat me in the old kind of way. And I'm an heiress. I'm about tired now. I done played nice. She goes in there, baby. And when I tell you that Catherine gave Jennifer the motherfucking blues, I was so here for it. You know, I love it when Catherine snaps out. But she sat in there and she listened to Jennifer. Jennifer basically was trying to blackmail Catherine into turning on Veronica and them by threatening the sanctity and the respect of her legacy. Talking about her father and about these 45 or more women that he has violated over the years. And giving them scholarships and shit in exchange for their pussy. The Bill Cosby shit. I said, oh, Tyler, that's dirty. That's dirty and shady, but whatever. So this is basically where she's going. So I'm saying, oh damn, Catherine, that's ugly, because you know how people are about. And then they're in a southern, they're like in the southern states. You know how people are about their lineage in the southern states. And the further down south you go, baby, that southern thing, that lineage means something. And Catherine actually even pulled that old plantation talk on her, where she got to letting her have it. Baby, she got to letting her have it and telling her, baby, I am an heiress. And I know good and well you need not think that you're smart enough to talk to me like this, bitch. And threatening. She says, honey, yeah. She let her know real nicely that she basically knew everything about her dad and his indiscretions. But if to take on that situation, you'd have to take on all the people who you think you're going to tell it to shame her legacy. All the motherfuckers are all intertwined, and the roots run so deep that they all breathe in the same air. So she said it's possible to take it all down and make it look real ugly. How many people are you gonna make ugly in the process? So who you think gonna work with you? She told her just as nice. She said, I'm tired of playing. Give me my phone call. We haven't had our phone call yet. You playing games about that. I want my phone call, and I want it now. And she went on playing. She told her, keep trying me. Keep trying me. And your life is going to change very, very soon. You keep trying me. And then Jennifer was saying, oh, yeah, this, that, thing, and the other. She's like, you just remember, I'm an heiress. And I ain't for these games. I'm paraphrasing. And then she told her, she said, maybe Veronica was right. You are a dumb bitch. Baby, when I tell you that goddamn Jennifer was so goddamn mad, she could have bit a nail in half. I said, come on, Catherine, bitch. Catherine let her ass have it and sashayed on out of there in them handcuffs. And they took her on back to the cell. I was so here for it. I said, Catherine, you better fucking do it. She told her ass off. Then, the officer will tell Veronica, now you need to come on with me. And Veronica's like, wait, where am I going? Veronica, she's questioning her character. She'll say, hey, don't question me. Bitch, let's go. Veronica was saying some smart shit. She will say, yeah. I don't know and I don't care. Yeah, whatever. What you gonna do, lady? Burn us up with the fire shooting from your boobs, honey? I about fell off this couch. I said, you know what? Is everybody hating Veronica so much? I thought at that point. But then when we get to the next part, yeah, everybody was really hating that motherfucking Veronica that much. They take Veronica and put her in the new cell. She's in the cell here. There's an empty cell here. And in the cell behind it is Jim and goddamn David. So she gonna say this is a setup. This, that, thing, and the other. Baby, almost immediately, Jim and Veronica get to arguing. They going back and forth. David's telling them both to shut up. I don't want to hear it. Shut David. You're not speaking to me. And this and the other. David's like, just shut up. Just shut up. And her and Jim, they're going back and forth. Jim done said that Veronica had a motherfucking Adam's apple. Veronica done said Jim ain't got no fucking balls. They went there. They went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and forth and back. In the meantime, between time, here they come with a third prisoner to go in the middle cell. Well, wouldn't you know, it's fine ass goddamn Jeffrey. And then Jeffrey Mom, Dad, what are y'all doing here? Then that motherfucking Veronica had the nerve to turn around and say, why are you here? So Jeffrey told his dad he got a DUI and that's why he was here. That bitch literally had the nerve, Veronica, to start shaming Jeffrey about getting a DUI. And he said, really? Really? And just what are you in here for? And then they got to go back and forth. And Jeffrey is not here for any more of Veronica's bullshit. Jeffrey told her, shut up. Just shut up. I said, whoa, that bitch was, you're going to regret speaking to me that way. And he was giving her, bitch, am I? Am I really? Child bad. Went in there, basically, they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then she had the nerve to tell Jeffrey something about Wyatt, because Wyatt came up. And Jim, Jim went dirty with it. Jim went there with Veronica and told her, he said, because she said, you're still in love with him. This, that, and trying to be smart to Jeffrey. You love him and any other man. And Jeffrey turned around and told her, and I was so done. Jeffrey told that motherfucker Veronica, yes, I wish a man was here right now, and I'd do it to him. And I sit there, I do it right in front of your face and make you watch. I said, oh, okay. She's sitting there, she's mad as a firecracker. Then Jim goes and says, Jeffrey, okay, so it's out. You're out of the closet. You're gay, right, Jeffrey? And Dave was like, hey, motherfucker, I said shut up, He's like, no, I'm just saying. Now, Jeffrey's saying he's gay. David, you know Jeffrey's gay. I know Jeffrey's gay. Shit, everybody knows Jeffrey's gay, except for fucking stupid ass Veronica. She over there mad as hell. He gonna say, you see, Veronica, you can't even control that. He's gay and you can't do nothing about it. You can't change it and you can't control it. Oh, baby, that got her motherfucking goat. But then we know Veronica. Veronica went boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. 12 layers down and said, why don't you go ahead and control your motherfucking kids? You get some control of Wyatt. Why don't you? And it said, but see, we know you can't get no control of your kids. See, your kids, they get all into this thing and then they think they're controlling themselves and control everything. And what do they end up doing? They end up pulling guns and blowing their own heads off. And shit. Paraphrasing. Baby, that goddamn Jim, he was trying to get, he was all in the bars and shit. He wanted to get at her. Oh, he was mad as hell. I said, that Veronica is a rotten motherfucking bitch. I love it. I love it. She is so fucking dirty. There's no length that Veronica won't go to get at you. Oh, Jim said some shit about her hair. She came for his ass. Came for him. Okay, Wyatt, he went in there earlier on. I almost forgot. I got so excited about all that bullshit they had going on. Wyatt went and took the little test and did the fake urine and all that stuff too. So they showed all that. That ain't no big deal. He a rotten motherfucker anyway. But that shit, they kept going. So then they ended up keep talking, and Jeffrey and her start going. Jeffrey ends up telling Veronica to shut up and don't say nothing else to him because he's sick of it. And they end up going back and forth, and they start talking about the whole thing about her cheating. Jim brought it up. And Jim's like, yeah, who is that man? This, that, thing, and the other. So Veronica will say, Jeffrey, well, do you know? And Jeffrey will say, because Jeffrey said something about you hurt your dad with that DUI. He said, no, you hurt him with that cheating. You heard him with that cheating. And she'll say, what are you talking about? Your dad already knows about. She thought she got a leg up on it. Your dad already knows about the newspaper article. Jeffrey, the one don't know about the newspaper article. Jeffrey seen you, bitch, down there hobnobbing and carrying on, giving Betty all of your pussy in your throat, honey. He seen you. Got it in his phone, honey. Got the little hooker on tape. So she's sitting there. She's thinking she's talking some good shit, being all smart. And Jeffrey said, really? You think I really hurt him with my DUI? Did I hurt him as bad as you did? Scuffing up your knees on the dirty floor and on that desk at that auto shop. I said, oh, Jeffrey, she's going to kill you, honey. She's going to kill you, Jeffrey. Child, they were going back, and she was telling Jeffrey, well, you just go ahead on and this, honey, shut her right on up. Shut her right on up. Then they end up going back and forth. Jim says some more shit. Jim says some shit about the motherfucking rape, about Wyatt getting raped. Well, baby, this is what took me over the side. As mad as Jeffrey was at Veronica, this was the last straw. When he found out that his mother was behind getting Wyatt raped, Jeffrey got so goddamn mad that at that point it was a done deal. He told her, I will do everything in my power. Because she told him, when we get out of here, you're going to pay for talking to me like this and treat me like this, Jeffrey. You're going to pay. He told her, when we get out of here, I'm going to make sure that you don't ever get out of here. I said, oh, damn. So it like tripped me out because all the shit that you've been through, and this pisses me off about Jeffrey. Love Jeffrey dearly, but you're so fucked up behind Wyatt that all the dumb shit that she's done to you, the one thing that sent you all the way off was the fact that she got Wyatt raped. Wyatt don't give a fuck about you. Don't give a fuck about you. I'm like, oh, it eats me from my inside core how Jeffrey is so in love with Wyatt and Wyatt cares less than a damn about Jeffrey. I mean, there's something there, but Wyatt don't give a fuck about Jeffrey. Like he was stuck when they told him that Jeffrey was in jail. He said, "Do you need to be bailed out?" And they told him, "No." He would have bailed him out. So there's something there, but just mean and hateful. Don't Wyatt doesn't want Jeffrey, but doesn't want Jeffrey to have nobody else. Okay? Because that's that little twinkle of a bitch that's up in the middle of Wyatt's ass. Is that, secretly deep down, he like Jeffrey too, but he just don't want to admit to his queenly ways, honey. But all in all, Wyatt don't give a fuck about nobody but Wyatt. And I can't stand him. But he did. He finally turned on Veronica. And this episode, I'm telling you, every motherfucking body was hating Veronica so much. I said, child, if Veronica come up stabbed, they ain't gonna know whose knife did it. Oh, it was a mess. But Tyler, you got me. You got me. This one was real good. This was really, really good. A lot of shade being thrown like a fig tree. I loved it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. That's all that went on. Can't wait till next week. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You all know how that works. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.